Good afternoon, friends. Myself, Professor Adhir Aher. I am working as a Assistant Professor of Agriculture Botany, Rajarshi Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj College of Agriculture, Kolhapur, Maharashtra. So today we will discuss on quality seed production of okra. It is a important vegetable crop in India. In English, it is known as a lady's finger, botanically Abelmoschus esculentus. It is belong to the family Malvaceae. Considering the chromosome number, vast variation is there in a chromosome number in that genera. The Abelmoschus esculentus is having the chromosome number 130. It is a often cross-pollinated species because the 12% up to 12% cross pollination is observed in that species, and when the cross pollination is in between 5 to 35%, it is known as a often cross pollinated species. The stigma receptivity is up to 1 day of the anthesis. It is a protogynous in nature, that is, the gynoecium is mature earlier than the androecium, and anthesis in between the 9 to 10 hours, and is presented by the maximum anthers dehiscence between 8 to 9 hours. So it is a often cross-pollinated species. The propagation of that species is through the seed. And if you consider the stages of the seed production in other similar to the other crop, here also the nucleus seed, breeder seed, foundation seed and certified seeds programs are there, or the stages of the seed production program. For the breeder and foundation seed production program, the maintenance of that variety or maintenance of the parental line takes place. And for the certified seed production program, the maintenance of a variety as well as for the hybrid seed production, the actual crossing program takes place between the female and male lines. The flower structure you have observed, if you observe, it is similar to the cotton. Both these crop are similar family, that is the Malvaceae. The gynoecium is mature earlier than the androecium, and that's why it is a protogynous nature is there and often cross-pollinated species. The dehiscence of the anthers takes place after the receptivity of that stigma, and that's why the cross-pollination takes place. If you consider the varieties of that species, so number of variety have been developed by the government as well as the private institute. Considering our university, that is the Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, the Phule Vimukta is one of the leading variety has been. It is the one of the popular variety recently developed, and which is resistance to the yellow and mosaic virus. Then Phule Utkarsha is earlier one, and if before that Phule Parbhani Kranti is one of the leading variety. Then CO1, then Pusa Savni, then the Pusa F4, Pusa Anamika, MDU1. These are the popular varieties in others state also. Considering the hybrids, so CO2, CO3 is the variety developed by the Coimbatore. Then micro hybrids are there, then the Shobha, then most of the private companies also develop the hybrid seeds. Considering the season, this crop is taken place in all the season, that is the Kharif, Rabi and summer. For the Kharif season, they have planted in June, July. In Rabi, it is planted in summer, September and October, and for the summer season, it is planted in February, March. Regarding the land, the well drained soil is required for this crop. The field should be free from the same crop, that is the okra crop of the previous season, and it is free from the wild species of that bhendi. It is free from the weed also, and unless the crop was of the same variety or certified. Okay, so the land should be free from the other crops, you can say other crop in this other same variety, other variety of the same crop, or the wild bhindi and the weed plants. Considering the isolation distance, the this for the seed production, 400-meter is required for the foundation seed production program and 200-meter for the certified seed production program. Isolation distance is very important because for the hybrid seed production or for the maintenance of that purity, this isolation distance is important aspects, and it should be remember for objective questions also. And then the seed rate for the variety, 8 to 10 kgs per hectare seed is required, and for the hybrid seed production, 4 kg female parent and 1 kg of male parent, they have planted simultaneously, and hybrid seed production program takes place. Regarding the manures, so it required both organic as well as the chemical fertilizers. 12.5 tons of FYM per hectare is applied before the plowing, and the chemical fertilizer, that is 150 kg nitrogen and 75 kg phosphorus and 75 kg potassium is required, and the nitrogen is split into the two doses. The 50% of the nitrogen should be applied as a top dressing in a 2 split doses, flowering, and after that 10 days later. The planting ratio for the hybrid seed production, so it is a 4:1 in some of the book, it is 8:1 in some of the book, it is 9:2. It is a varying according to that load of that pollen is available. The 4:1 is most of the or 8:1 or 9:1 the most of the breeder they have used. Then the rogging is a very important aspect regarding any seed production program. The unwanted plants which are different than the that parental line or that variety should be removed, and these off type